Hi, my name is Ace Crewz, and you are watching Actors Report.
Kurt Kelly for Actors Reporting Live Video Inc. at AFM 2012. You know, it's funny because sometimes over the years you lose touch with people, and I haven't seen Ace in years, and we bumped into each other, and I said, "No, you're in my database," and I looked, and you're in like 4 databases.
Yeah.
How have you been?
I'm doing really good. You know, I've made 6 pictures the last time I met you, because that was
easily.
Focus Pictures, which I was doing with
Years
a company
ago,
name. Yeah,
yes.
years ago.
See, it has been a while since we've seen each other. So since I last saw you,
Yeah.
you've done, what, 6, 10 films?
About seven films altogether.
Okay, I was
Yeah.
close, 6 to
I mean,
10.
my own films. I've done other people's movies, but
Right.
you know, 7 is basically.
So
what I
you
own.
act still, you
Yeah, I
direct,
still
you
act and direct.
produce. What aren't you doing? Are you writing?
I
You're still
actually
writing?
wrote my next feature. I
Okay.
used to not write my own stuff, but now
Okay.
I'm actually writing and concentrating on writing and directing.
Okay.
And then finding other producers to co-produce with me in the projects that I have.
So what is the latest project you're working on? for
It's a
this year?
it's a faith-based movie that I wrote and directed. I'm also acting in it.
Right.
I'm getting people like Manny Pacquiao attached to it because he's now a pastor or getting into the religious realm of things,
Yeah.
and which is what's perfect for this. It's an inspirational film, just like Slumdog Millionaire.
Right.
And my idea is to submit it to the Oscars of 2014 as a foreign film being represented by the Philippines.
Really?
Yeah, they get one submission a year. For each country has one submission to submit to the Oscars
Right.
as a foreign film.
Interesting. So you're holding this back to 2014, or is
Well,
that
no,
because
I'm
that's
making
when
it.
it goes into
I
production?
think that's when it's going to go into, because it's going to probably take me one more year to put it all together.
Right.
Post-production, editing, and the marketing of it all. So it's going to be. I need about another year.
So how did you start in filmmaking?
Well, I went to USC Film School,
Mm-hmm.
first of all, when I was 19, and I started interning at a very young age, well, 19, I guess. In high school, I was getting into theater at
Right.
that point, and then I got into the USC BFA acting program. And then after that, I was doing stage plays. From stage plays, I said, how do I preserve this?
Right.
So I went back to film school at USC, and then took another 3 or 4 years in producing, directing, acting, and editing, just the whole works and everything that...
Obviously, since 19, which has probably been more than 5 or 10 years now, you've
A lot longer
seen
than that.
quite a few changes.
Yeah.
Some good, maybe some not so good. What sticks out as a benchmark for you?
What is what?
What sticks out as some of those benchmarks and changes?
Well, now it's really the digital realm, right? Whereas before it was the VHS. The VHS just came out, and then you can sell anything during that time, right? I mean,
Right.
it was easy to sell a movie. I mean, I remember doing a movie called Homeboys, and it was the same time that they released that gangster movie. I can't remember it is. It was a Spike Lee film.
Okay.
Anyways, it did well. I mean, it was done for $50,000 way back 20 years ago, and then all of a sudden, you can't make those anymore. I mean,
Right.
It's a different realm right now.
So, with today's technology also changing, it's also become more
Easier.
affordable and easier to do films. But raising money probably hasn't gotten any easier
No,
than it's
no.
ever been.
No, raising money has always been the hardest part of filmmaking. Making it, I think, it's easy. The digital format with the Final Cut Pro and laptop and the DSLR cameras, you can make anything with that. It's just having the technical knowledge to know everything about it, and then how to market it, how to distribute it,
Right.
and what type of people that you have to attach to it in order for it to sell in the market. That's why I've been going to the film market for the past 14, 15 years.
And what's changed in that 14, 15
Yeah, like
years?
it's the digital realm,
Right.
what they used to pay 10% of what they used is what they're paying now.
Do you
Let's
find
say-
the foreign markets easier to tap into than it was?
No, I think it's a lot tougher now. I mean,
Really?
they're paying less money now, and they want bigger names now. Whereas before, you can have the lower budget, actors that used to be A-list actors, and then they turn B, then you could still make money off those. But now it's very hard to make any type of money on those type of films.
Well, and now it's more than just a good script.
Right.
You have to have cast attached
You got to
to
have the
that script.
cast, and the cast that they want is a young cast, which is very expensive, right? Because they're doing studio movies.
Right.
So it's really like catch-22 all over again. And trying
Where
to-
do you see your direction of films going? This next one's faith-based. Is
Yeah.
that the new direction you're headed?
Yeah, I think that's more. I want to do inspirational films that will touch into the hearts of human beings, and then
Okay.
at least say, "Hey, you did an Ace Crewz movie that moved me. That helped me become a better person." I'd like to focus more into that because in the faith-based genre, you can still make it into a lower budget and not have bigger names.
Right.
And it's still able to
So more
make
family
it.
films.
Yeah, more
if you
family
will.
films.
Okay.
Then I'll get into the studio
Now,
level.
when you say family films that are faith-based, it's not necessarily a religious orientation or indoctrination you're trying to promote.
No, I think it's more just a family, good quality
families.
film. That's why it's faith-based. It's not any religion, but it's just a good inspirational film.
Nice.
That's not talking about any form of religion, but just the content or the message that you're trying to convey as a director. That's what I want to try to make.
I wish you huge continued success. Let's not make it another 6 or 7 films before we see
We'll
each
keep in
other.
touch, Kurt.
Absolutely.
All right, sounds good.
Kurt Kelly for Actors Reporter and Live Video Inc. at AFM 2012. We'll be back with more in a moment.